What is dementia? Dear compatriots, one of the most pressing questions for every elderly person or their children watching this video is, why can't my dad remember my name at the last moment? My mom keeps forgetting what she said 3 minutes ago. Is this normal aging or a disease? There are many such cases. This is not simple forgetfulness. This could be dementia. Dementia is not a disease, it is a general condition. A decline in brain function. That is, a person begins to lose memory, thinking abilities, and even speech and movement. This condition occurs for several reasons. The most common of them is Alzheimer's disease. What is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's is the most common type of dementia. The disease was first identified in 1906 by the German scientist Alois Alzheimer. Therefore, the disease was named after him. In this disease, brain cells gradually die. A person may not recognize their loved ones, forget words, and cannot control their movements. How is Alzheimer's different from normal forgetfulness? 1. Normal forgetfulness, old age, does not forget routines, remembers quickly, remembers new things, does not get lost, speech is unchanged. 2. Alzheimer's, dementia, has difficulty with daily tasks, is difficult to remember, does not remember new information, may get lost in their own home, cannot find words, speaks incorrectly. Statistics. Dementia among people 65 plus in the U.S. 6.7 million seniors in the U.S. are currently living with Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's Association 2024. 1 in 3 people over the age of 80 have this disease. Women are more likely to develop the disease than men, about 2 times more. After age 65, the risk doubles every 5 years. How do dementia and Alzheimer's develop? Early stage. Mild forgetfulness. Difficulty finding words. Attention decreases. Middle stage. Forgetting directions. Confusing words. Problems with communication. Failure to recognize family members. Late stage. Inability to speak. Bedridden. Need for full care. What causes Alzheimer's? Brain cell death. Harmful proteins called beta amyloid accumulate in brain tissue. These proteins kill cells. Tau proteins deteriorate. They cause nerve fibers to disconnect. Genetic predisposition. If your parents had Alzheimer's, you are at higher risk. Cardiovascular problems. Blood pressure, diabetes, ischemic heart disease reduce brain function. Lack of a healthy lifestyle. Lack of exercise, poor diet, stress, loneliness are also risks. What are the types of dementia? Dementia is not just Alzheimer's. There are other types. Alzheimer's dementia, the most common, 60 to 80%. Lewy body dementia, characterized by strange dreams, inability to control muscles. Vascular dementia, occurs when blood circulation to the brain is impaired. Frontotemporal dementia, begins with behavioral and personality changes. Mixed dementia, several types together. In what cases should you consult a doctor? Asks the same thing over and over again every day. Forgets simple words. Confuses time, day, or place. Lacks words when speaking. Lose phone or money. Note: if dementia is detected early, treatment is easier and quality of life improves. Alzheimer's is not old age, it is a disease. Dementia is not forgetting, it is the destruction of brain cells. If you or a loved one are experiencing these symptoms, don't wait, take action. Although the disease cannot be completely cured, there is a chance to slow it down and live a quality life. Early signs: how to detect Alzheimer's and dementia early. This disease does not start suddenly. Alzheimer's and other types of dementia start gradually. It feels like a gentle breeze, like something is slowly slipping away from your memory. But there are 10 early signs that, if noticed in time, can slow down and control the disease. 10 early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's. 1. Short-term memory loss. The first and most common sign. A person cannot remember new events. He forgets what he said 5 minutes ago and asks again. But he remembers his childhood years and speaks clearly. This is a sign that the short-term memory center of the brain is starting to fail. 2. Loss of sense of time and place. The person forgets what day it is, what time it is, and where they are. Gets lost in their home. Goes to the store and gets scared. This dangerous situation, the person's inability to understand their location, can be a sign of transitioning to the middle stage. 3. Difficulty finding words. They stop when speaking, saying, "What was that thing?" Instead of simple words, they use incorrect, confusing words. Their sentences become short and meaningless. This indicates a disruption in the functioning of the language centers of the brain. 4. Difficulty completing tasks. Forgets to prepare simple meals. Cannot memorize phone numbers. Forgets to turn household appliances on and off. This symptom can sometimes lead to a fire or other dangerous situations in the house. It is a very important warning sign, especially for the elderly who live alone. 5. Confusion in money and financial matters. He forgets where his cash is. He does not know how to use his bank card. He forgets a loan or is deceived by a fraudster. Most frauds among the elderly occur at this stage. 6. Not recognizing family and loved ones. He may see his child or grandchild and ask, "Who was that?" Or he may completely forget an old friend. This is one of the most severe psychological symptoms. It is difficult for family members to accept this situation. 7. Mood and character changes. A previously cheerful person suddenly becomes angry. He hates himself, becomes depressed. Crying, suspicious, distrustful of others. This is a sign that dementia has begun to affect the emotional areas of the brain. 8. Difficulty making decisions. No matter what he wears, he can't make a decision. He makes the wrong purchase when he goes shopping. He can't decide whether he should go out or not. This is a weakening of the area of the brain called executive function. 9. Withdrawal from social activities. A person who used to go out in public suddenly closes himself off. He doesn't want to go to weddings, parties, mosques. He avoids talking to friends. These signs may be related to his mental state, but they are also likely to be a sign of Alzheimer's. 10. Personal hygiene and self-care decline. Forgets to wash. Doesn't brush teeth. Doesn't change clothes for several days. Goes out looking abnormal. These signs are especially dangerous for elderly people who live alone. When should you seek help? If you observe the following conditions, you should consult a specialist without delay. Asks the same question every day. Gets lost. Can't use the phone. Walks around the house like a stranger. Can't find words when talking to someone. Why is a medical diagnosis necessary? Early diagnosis allows you to start treatment. Medications and diet are more effective when started early. The disease can be slowed down, stopped, and the quality of life can be improved. Alzheimer's does not come suddenly, there are signs. These signs can appear in anyone after the age of 65. Every elderly person should get themselves checked, even if their symptoms are not severe. This disease affects not only the person themselves, but also their family and those around them. Most importantly, loneliness is the closest friend of dementia. Alzheimer's and dementia are not just about forgetting. They are about a decline in the quality of life as a whole. But each sign is a warning signal. If you see it in time, you can get back on the right track. So, remember to forget. If someone asks you again about something you said 5 minutes ago, don't blame them. Maybe this is a warning for you. Slow down Alzheimer's and dementia naturally: vitamins, diet, herbs and brain-protecting foods. Alzheimer's and dementia may not be completely curable. But slowing it down, improving your quality of life and preserving your brain cells is in your hands. Today we will explore the most effective natural methods with you. They are simple, science-based methods that can be applied in a simple way of life. Healthy eating is the first treatment for the brain. Mind diet, Mediterranean-intervention for neurodegenerative delay. This diet was developed by scientists in the United States specifically to slow down dementia. Basic principles. Green leafy vegetables, spinach, collard greens, everyday oily fish, salmon, mackerel, 2 to 3 times a week. Nuts and seeds, eggplant, almonds, chia. Olive oil is the main fat. Dark fruits, blueberries, cherries, currants. Unrefined whole grains. Limit red meat and sugar. According to studies, the risk of Alzheimer's disease was reduced by up to 53% among those who follow the MIND diet. 2. Essential vitamins and minerals. 1. Vitamin B12. Important for brain function. Deficiency leads to memory loss, loss of concentration. Absorption worsens in old age, so it may need to be taken in the form of pills. Sources: beef liver, eggs, fish, milk. 2. Vitamin D reduces brain inflammation. Boosts immunity. Often deficient in people over 65. Sources: sun, fish oil, eggs, mushrooms. 3. Omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA strengthens brain cell walls. Anti-inflammatory. Helps slow the development of Alzheimer's. Sources: salmon, mackerel, olive oil, flaxseed, omega-3 capsules. 4. Vitamin E. Powerful antioxidant. Protects cells from free radicals. But you should not exceed the dose. Sources: almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach. 5. Magnesium and zinc. Necessary for the functioning of the nervous system. Useful for attention, memory and restful sleep. Sources: vegetables, wheat, nuts, bananas. 3. Natural plants and their power. 1. Curcumin, nutrient. Powerful anti-inflammatory. Reduces brain inflammation. Prevents the formation of plaques that accumulate in Alzheimer's. How to take: add half teaspoon to food daily or take a curcumin capsule, 500 mg. 2. Ginkgo biloba. Used in Chinese medicine for 5,000 years. Improves cerebral blood circulation. Restores attention, memory, and the ability to think quickly. Dosage: 120 to 240 mg, daily. Those taking blood thinners should consult a doctor first. 3. Ashwagandha, Withania somnifera. Reduces stress. Protects brain cells. Improve sleep. Dosage, 300 mg 1 to 2 times a day. 4. Go to Cola, Centella asiatica. Restores nerves. Enhances memory. Increases concentration. These plants are adapted from Uzbek folk medicine, but are also scientifically proven remedies. Correct lifestyle, the greatest cure. 1. Quality sleep. During sleep, the brain is cleaned, cells are restored. 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep a day is very important. 2. Daily walk or physical activity. Walk at least 30 minutes a day. Movement improves blood circulation, reduces stress. 3. Exercises that strengthen the brain. Word search games, crosswords, Sudoku. Reading the Quran, books. Memorizing poetry. Talking with friends. 4. Peace of mind. Meditation, prayer, and rosary beads, these not only calm the heart, but also the brain. Spend 10 minutes in silence every day and do breathing exercises. Early detection of dementia and Alzheimer's is saving a person's future. Forgetfulness is not always a sign of old age. Sometimes it is the beginning of the disease. However, if detected in time, this difficult process can be slowed down or even stopped. Getting checked once a year may be the best decision for you. This is not just forgetfulness, it is a brain disorder. This disease can be detected early. And most importantly, it can be slowed down naturally. Memory is your connection to your past, your life, and your loved ones. Preserving it is a great gift not only for you, but also for your descendants and children. So, every morning, every walk, every laugh, take a step for your brain. Talk more with your family, read books, walk, pray. And feed your body with clean food, and your brain with clean thoughts. Remember, health is not a worldly possession, but the greatest treasure that will remain in your memory. Thank you for listening to us with kindness. If this video was useful to you, share it, like it and subscribe, it will be a great help for us. See you again in the next videos on our channel. May your memory be strong, your heart be alive, and your life be meaningful. Write your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your loved ones, it will be very useful for them.